to names on a memorial. I wonder how close I came to being reduced to just a name. I am proud. I was simply too foolish to realize it until you changed my perspective.
Should we flirt at a time like this? It seems like it's not a good time, but it's Bethesda. If they give you a flirt or some type of romance option, you take it.
And I
chase the carrot.
There's obviously some kind of a connection between us that I think we need to discuss. Just let me have another moment here, and then we can head over to the waterfall, so we can talk in private.
Waterfall? Are we about to do a little sneaky smile? Are we about to Tarzan?
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. So there's a waterfall? Oh.
Don't you think it'd be good for them to spend some time away from home?
Yeah. I think my next pointillism piece is coming up, though. I know I said that like a month ago, but I think it's coming up. I need to start it before hard month begins. So that's another reason why I probably shouldn't stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, at least for long anyway. So give me some art time, some quality art time. She didn't get on board. We left her. Yeah, I need to get back into just doing some regular art, at least weekly. I need to do that. Then magically, yeah, she's gonna be right next to me. She just ran right next to the like grav train. Yep, she's there. Magic. Bethesda magic at that. She's faster than a train. That means she's super late. Girl. Yeah, Supergirl? Yeah, Supergirl. Is your cousin named Kent? Isn't Supergirl also like, wasn't her original hair color blonde? Or am I thinking of Power Girl? I'm thinking of Power Girl. Power Girl's blonde. I think Supergirl's blonde too, though. She could be Supergirl. She's Kryptonian. We just didn't know. This is space. We could. Oh, I wonder if there's like a little nod to like DC. It'd be funny. Oh, it's actually DC, not Marvel. And I'm not. And to be honest, I don't like DC movies. I like DC comics. I don't like DC movies. It's kind of almost the same with Marvel movies. Like, I can watch Marvel movies, but I'm not the biggest fan of Marvel movies. I think.
I love coming to this spot to just sort of, I don't know, melt away for a while.
I'm a comic book fan for the most part. I grew up with the comics. But yeah, Power Girl, I don't think they've ever changed her design in the past, like, was it 30 years?
It's lovely here, isn't it? I've been from one end of the settled systems to the other. But this place, this exact spot, there's nowhere else like it in the galaxy. I knew you'd appreciate it. I usually come up here to mull over some of the heated debates we have at Constellation. You'd be surprised how many decisions I've made on this very spot. That's actually why I asked you to meet me up here. I was hoping we could talk about something very important. No, not at all. Just let me get all of this out. I have a lot to say. It's about my return to Cassiopeia. What we learned about Sona has been constantly replaying in my mind. Maybe it sounds crazy, but that young girl's isolation feels like a reflection of my own life. Maybe. But for how long? I've spent my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Constellation, the Navigator Corps. Hell, even the UC military. Despite that, no matter how hard I've tried to make them a part of my life, they tend to drift away and disappear. Are you sure? For all we know, it's in my nature to keep people at arm's length. Or worse, push them away. Right now? Are you talking about Constellation? Or what exactly are you saying?
I'm talking about me, sugar.
Sorry, I just need a moment to gather my thoughts. I know you want to have a serious relationship. You want to become close.
Did I fail?
So, if you're willing to take that leap of faith with someone like me, then I'm ready to do the same.
Don't say leap near a bridge. It sounds threatening.
You're something truly special. You know that? You've helped me conquer my self-doubt, my confidence, hell, everything. For the first time in my life, I feel complete. And with you by my side, I'm convinced that feeling will last forever. You're the best thing that's happened to me in my life. I love you. Always.
Yeah. If Star Citizen ever releases, like fully releases, get out of alpha first, and then they need to work through beta and all that. God knows. I really hope if they ever go into beta, hopefully it doesn't take them too long. I can see people probably having their own servers, like RP servers and all that, and just role-playing the shit out of that game to the end of time. Because people do it with Grand Theft Auto, and if people can do it with Grand Theft Auto, imagine having something like RP for like freaking Star Citizen. RP would be insane. It would be ridiculous. Did we finish that mission? I think we did. I think it's going to, I think it's selected, yep. Delivering Devils. Yep, we finished it. Start from mercenary group. That sounds good. I would like to be a bounty hunter. That's what I would do. Stripper Space Club. I would probably stay away from the slavery thing. But the stripper club sounds great. I'm all down for the sex industry, but not the slavery industry. It's been a thorn in our species for quite some time now. Are we landing in Mars? There's a fracking station. And then there's this. Oh, my photography? Bro, did you check out my DeviantArt? Because that's the only way you're going to see my photos.
Ma, we should have a talk.
Oh. Oh, well, thank you.
Always a pleasure.
You're the first person that ever said anything about my photos. Well, thank you very much. I'm still an amateur, even though I kind of get paid for photography. I still consider myself a hobbyist. I can't wait to get a better camera and lenses. If I can get some better lenses and all that too. Like I want some macro lenses, and I also want, well, I have a telescopic lens that I want to use for certain things, but I haven't really been able to use it yet. So I would like to take photos of the moon properly.
The community center on P1 is a good.
And I have lenses for that. So one day I can do that. Uh-oh.
You bothering me for a reason?
I am trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Like, I will find criminals and lock them up, but the 3 will maybe be at a full size. Have you, like, did you do, like, what do you call it? The, GTA, RP? Grand Theft Auto RP? Stuff like that? Yeah, Hyper, when it comes to photography, a lot of people, there's a lot of photos you'll see online too that is insanely like doctored up, or now you have people taking photos and then they will push it through an AI system to where it enhances it to the point to where AI are now doctoring up their photos, making things look crazier and bigger, adding and subtracting things. So it's now even harder to find real photos and stuff like that. So usually when I do photography, I do very little photo editing. So if I'm ever doing photo editing, especially with my photography, it's just mainly just gradients and slight, like, you know, contrast differences, and, like, you know, maybe add just a tad bit more exposure, but only by a few points. So yeah, I barely do any editing with my photos. And that's the way I like it. I'd rather have it to where, wait, I leveled up to 20, but I didn't get a skill point? Or did I put a skill point in? Oh, it might have went into, oh, that's probably the level 20 skill point went into this. So maybe that's it. That's probably it. Killed the president, what? I'm like reading, I'm like skimming through some of the things they're saying. Is like, that's RPing for you. Gets through some crazy scenarios.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Worked. Past tense.
Worked.
Dr. Walker hasn't been employed here for some time now.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, it sounds like that was somewhat mirrored of real life events. It's like, oh, he's a Russian informant. Join it so far.
That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so unreliable. But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
I feel like I'm mostly a debt collector.
Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them?
I'm not your bill collector. I just need to know where to find a guy.
I couldn't have put that better myself.
Pity.
Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
I have something I need to discuss with you.
What? Again?
I received a message from my mother a few days ago. She's returned from another one of her sightseeing cruises.
Not exceeding 5,000 credits or 100 hours community service.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. We never discussed this, did we? The thing is, my mother and I don't talk very much. We're not estranged or anything of the sort. We're just far apart. Sure, when you're younger. But as soon as you get older and they begin controlling your life, that's when you need to strike out on your own.
So you have a very controlling mom?
Oh, I'm certain they felt they were doing the right thing. You see, both of my parents were diplomats working under the flag of the UC Administrative Division. After I completed my basic education, they signed me up for a one-year apprenticeship in their department, without bothering to ask.
Oh, that's not cool.
Look, I was 18 years old, fresh out of school, and I idolized my parents. I trusted them. I'm certain they felt they were doing what was best for their daughter. Who was I to argue? Wanted isn't the right word. Demanded would be more appropriate. For my apprenticeship, I was sent to Sidonia. My job consisted of drafting political policies and arbitrating trade disputes. The silver lining of the job was that it allowed me to spend time exploring every square inch of Mars. I was swallowed by it. Months before the apprenticeship ended, I dumped my diplomatic certification and joined the UC Navy. Of course, my parents didn't approve. We had a huge argument that resulted in all ties being severed between us.
So this must have been a difficult time for you.
Well, that wasn't the worst of it. You see, my father was killed during the opening shots of the Colony War. I returned to Jemison for the funeral and reunited with my mother. After that, we vowed to stay in touch. Oh, aren't you sweet? Always concerned with how I'm feeling. That's why I fell in love with you. Your smile, your caring. It brightens even my darkest days. Listen, I'm going to be completely upfront with you. All this talk of family, it makes me wonder where our own relationship stands.
We shall start our own.
You mean that?
Commitment.
Do that. For me,
Rolls eyes.
I've been dreaming about this moment and still, I don't know what to say.
Well, technically, Laura and I's relationship are pretty damn easy. How about yes?
Yes, yes, of course, yes. I just need a little time to think about the ceremony. I have some thoughts about how we should move forward. You know, I used to dream about finding the love of my life. And here you are. All I ever needed was you, right here, beside me.
Caution. Prepare for today's final subterranean particle detonation.
Yeah, I don't feel, I kind of feel for the, Gen Z Generation Z Zoomers. They're gonna have a very hard time trying to land like a partner in life. Mainly because of how they communicate now. It's like they're gonna have their own ways of like hurdles and all that. They're gonna have problems with relationships that I could never figure out. It's like, yeah, I can't help you with that. The way we.
Spears upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
Yeah, the way I had to meet my loved ones is in person. that was our hard part. It's just being out there in the world and meeting the people. Now most people stay at home, so it's gonna be even harder to meet someone that you're gonna like and love.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker?
You have an eye patch. You must be cool.
Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker.
Voice sounds familiar.
What do you want with him?
Who's your voice actor? Because you sound very familiar.
Is that so? Well, Captain, then you should have no problem answering a few simple questions about the Vanguard, right? Like knowing, for example, what Supra et Ultra means.
Oops.
You remember? Your Vanguard motto?
Okay, cool. Over and above, far beyond, above and beyond. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I like how that's a
It's all right. I can vouch for this one. He's Vanguard. True as they come.
And you're someone I should trust, huh? Why?
I'm UC military. Retired. Can give you my gene tag code too if you'd like.
Not necessary. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. I'm always inclined to help a friend.
See if I can get rid of that debt. I wonder how much his debt is. Let's see if I can just pay it off.
That's good.
Speed it up.
Now, you want my opinion? Most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course,
Depends.
rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Making that adjustment would be illegal.
Yes, true.
I don't think this is a road we should travel.
And, one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. Now,
Yeah.
what say you get out there and help Dr. Walker?
I'm probably just gonna pay it off. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see how much it is.
Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes. We don't belong here.
We'll see. If it's a little too much for my taste, I'll probably do the optional stuff. I don't mind spending a little bit of money to speed up the process. Wait. Why is it up top? Isn't it just this dude? And can I just... There's a thing up here?
Just because the governor's office is right
What's that?
at the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
I have a feeling I just need to talk to this guy again.
Was there something else? Do you now? Very well. Let me take a look at his... Here, his current balance. And remember, all transactions are final.
This guy better suck my dick afterwards.
Be cleared. Wonderful. Dr. Walker's debt is officially no longer our problem. You have my thanks.
Not a lot of people would probably do that.
Please let Percival know
I'm probably the only person that has done a playthrough that has done this. I don't even know what door they were pointing me at. That's the crazy part. Like, the thing was up here. Is there a room up there? I'm so confused. I'm guessing there was a room to the left. Oh, there were stairs? Oh, there were stairs. Okay. I'm not gonna break the crime. The whole entire game so far, I haven't yet to break an actual crime yet, so I'm being a goody two-shoes during the playthrough.
Yeah.
Gonna cost me money, but at the same time, I'll have a clear conscience.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the
Yep.
bargain, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ.
I'm gonna be real
He's all
poor.
sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Good you're going in there, actually. Bunch of spacers moved in, not long after we got Percival set up. Don't expect he'd run out before they got taken care of, but I'm sure he'll appreciate not having to find out if I left him with enough rations. Here, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Yeah, he's gonna owe me money. Yeah, that guy owes me his life now. He owes me more than what his debt was owed. Because that money could have went towards a new ship. Modifications and everything. No. Man, Bethesda think I'm made out of money even in the game. Wait, is it near the area? Oh, we're gonna have to travel on foot. Interesting. Space. 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 Man, this makes me want to play Doom. We're on Mars, bitches. Has anyone found if there is a Easter egg for Doom on Mars specifically? Or maybe on Earth? So I'm guessing we have a